Hi, I'm Nathan Jones and welcome to Martin Archery's Wild Extremes. Today we've got a great show for you. First, we're going hunting with a couple of the crew members from Missouri. They're going to get on some big old turkey birds with a shotgun. And then you're all going with me to eastern Colorado to the Echo Hunt Club where I hunt with Mike Hatfield. It's a great pheasant hunt. Only this year we do it with the Austin and Halleck muzzleloaders. Well, I hope you guys all enjoy the show today. Meanwhile, I'm going to get back on the carp with my Martin Dreamcatcher. See if I can't pull one to shore. Thanks for being with us today. This is Martin Archery's Wild Extremes. Martin Archery's Wild Extremes is being brought to you by Martin Archery, making the most accurate bows for over 50 years. Double Bull Archery, home of the Dark Archer. Volunteer Cabin Rentals in Chateau Verdun. Now you have a second home. With your host, Nathan Jones. And also brought to you in part by these other great companies. The Kankakee Marsh Hunt Club, Grim Reaper Broadheads, Carbon Tech Arrows, and Kicking Bear One-on-One. We've had a lot of action.
My God, I love this.
This segment of Martin Archery's Wild Extremes is being brought to you by Martin Archery, making the most accurate bows for over 50 years. You are now hunting alongside crew member Kerry Evans, as he does his best to entice a huge longbeard into range of his 12 gauge. On this morning, even though the birds were very vocal, they were a little reluctant to rush headlong at Kerry's setup. And while at this point, to all of you, this looks like just another turkey hunt, get ready, because Mother Nature is getting ready to throw a curveball at the crew. Kerry now had a new challenge to overcome. How to get rid of a pair of foxes without running the gobblers off. Gobblers who at this time had just decided to work into striking range of Kerry, but were now retreating to the safety of the timber. Maybe making a noise like a house cat would work. No, it just made the gray fox even more curious. And all the while, the longbeards kept the woods hot with their gobble. Talk about a predicament you could never have predicted. Kerry thought that perhaps a subtle yet more aggressive noise would send the foxes packing, so he brought out the rattlesnake. Once again, to no avail. Finally, it took a well-placed stick to move the little foxes on. But by this time, the birds had moved on as well.
We got I would say about 3 gobblers right behind us, kind of hung up, not knowing really what to do. I'm thinking that well, you just heard them. They're about 100 yards behind us. We're gonna try to give them guys a little call, see if we can hit their button.
Kerry could tell by the sounds of the retreating gobbles that if he intended on being successful today, he would have to hustle and get in front of the birds. This is another part of hunting turkeys that can be so exciting.
I think this is close enough. I think it's close. We're gonna try and call him in from right here. I think this is gonna work pretty good. That couldn't have worked out more perfect. That's a nice bird. Got pretty worked up. We seen this Tom from a little ways away. We had to walk a long way to get around him.
Matt Owen, without knowing it, had set up under a roost tree in the dark, and upon seeing the birds bail out once daylight arrived, thought that he had squandered his chance of taking a bird. But Matt, who is one never to give up, started calling and got a responding gobble from 400 yards away. And now, here came 2 longbeards competing to see who could get to Matt's decoy first. With all of the hard work out of the way, now there was nothing to do but wait and let the fun begin.
A hen was up here roosted above us. She flew down out in the field. She started walking towards that hill. As soon as she got to the top of the hill, 2 toms came up over it. These birds just came right into the decoys at about 20 yards. Made a good shot on him. He's a good bird. He's a heavy bird, got 10.5 inch beard. Real good spurs. These spurs are probably going to go, what, Ryan, probably 1 3/8 or so. Just a great hunt. Great way to start the season off. And hopefully that's going to be a sign of things to come.
This segment of Martin Archery's Wild Extremes is being brought to you by Volunteer Cabin Rentals and Chateau Berry. Now you have a second home.
Well, Mike, we are going to try it out here again at the Echo Hunt Club, and I must say it's a little windy today.
It's a tad breezy.
When we're hunting wind like this, what is the best strategy to get on these birds?
Quick.
As soon as they come up out of the grass, blast them.
What we're going to do is we're going to try and get down in that draw. Wind should be just a little bit less down in there. Being how it's not an indoor sport, I guess you take the day that you choose to hunt. So.
And that's how we do it here at Wild Extremes. Whatever Mother Nature hands us, we deal with it. And I'm going to handicap myself, as you see. I'm going to use this Austin pellet muzzleloader. And I'm sure you'll be laughing
On a day like today, you'll be wishing for that second shot, but I tell you what, it'll be a lot of fun watching that thing in action.
Oh, I tell you what, I'm ready to do it. There goes the shot, guys.
You might want to put a Magnum charge in that today.
So I'm taking no chance, or trying to take as few chances as possible with this thing. Well, let me get this wad down in here on my shot, brother. And I think let's get the dogs out. There we go. And make this thing happen.
These old farmsteads like this with the weeds growing up around them.
Look at there. These birds are gunny. Mike, are you going to kill that bird or just let him pile in here
I'm
again?
going to let him just pile in here.
Here you go, Mike. You want to grab my gun there, bud? Look at this. Get him, Mike. Those things are sailing, brother.
I'm telling you.
Good heavens.
May be running way up ahead of us. Good boy, Mac.
Mike.
Good.
Oh, yes!
Yeah! Listen to that baby one.
Man, we got another one up there. That is all right, man.
Tiki.
Good boy, JP.
Whoa!
As you pheasant hunters know, on windy days, and for that matter, on most days, a pheasant would rather run through the cover than fly. So once the dogs had a point, we wasted no time in putting pressure on the birds to put them on the wing.
We got some feathers,
He's
Mike.
going down.
He's down, brother. Good shooting, Mike. Going 90 miles an hour across the wind, man.
Speaking of which, today the gusts were between 30 to 50 miles an hour.
You ready?
Yep. All right, it's a rooster coming your way.
That one was not leaving.
That one was not going home, was he?
No, he's going home, but he's not going back to the bushes.
All right.
Thank you, Mike.
Good boy, Mac. Good shot.
Cool.
While the tumbleweeds kept tumbling, the crew kept right on slamming.
Well, hopefully we're going to hunt this shelter belt, so maybe we can get out of a little of the wind. But when the birds get on above the shelter belt, they're in the wind.
Exactly. And ripping around. So let me stick this back in here. All
Okay,
right,
now that thing is preset, so all I got to do
you
is
just got to pour out. I preset it.
looky
There's
there.
your shot. In the barrel she goes. Ding, 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 ding. And now we need another wad. There you
Is this
go.
where the term "I blew my wad" comes in?
I think so. I think it started right here with the Pilgrims. And then down she goes.
Down
Till it
she
stops
goes.
and give her a little pressure. Little package? Little package.
All right. And we are now set.
And then almost. She's still not ready to fire. We need to get you set up with a primer. Get our guns loaded and we're ready to release the beast. And Mike, we are muzzleloader hunters.
We are primitive bird hunters as we speak.
Let's see what we can do on these birds, man.
All right.
Martin Archery's Wild Extremes will return in a moment. This segment of Martin Archery's Wild Extremes is being brought to you by Double Bull Archery, home of the Dark Archer.
Mike, I think we're going to downsize a little, huh?
Yeah. We've got, the birds are wanting to run, and we've got 4 dogs. It's so windy they can't hear anything. The birds are, they're bumping birds out ahead of us, and it's kind of turned into chaos. On a good calm day, it works wonderful. You just walk up to the dogs, but I'm going to leave it to my old trusty Becca, and
that she
get one in, and even when they go on point and honor it, just
will she come over here? Becca,
Yeah.
Becca, come here, Becca.
get peace.
Come here, Becca. Here.
Guru. Well, I'm going to leave it up to the old mama dog.
We're going down through here and see if Becca can get us on some.
I'll bet she
I'm sure
gets
she
us a
will.
couple.
Let's get some.
All right.
Right here, Mike. Oh, I should have had him.
I shot behind him. You ready?
Good shot. I totally missed him. You are the man. Love up high. If I was over there, we'd be high-fiving, brother.
There you go, my
Good
man.
shot, man.
All right.
Good shot. Mike, there's your first bird with a muzzleloader. And you hit that bird solid.
Well,
these things are accurate, huh?
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Are you impressed?
One
Because you
thing-
made it a little fun. You made
There
it a
you
little
go.
fun.
The one thing I like about them is you can visually see the BBs going in there.
Uh-huh.
Or sometimes if you miss, you wonder if they really put the BBs in those shells.
Yeah.
But now there's no excuses, is there?
You are at fault if there's no BBs in that barrel.
You put them in yourself. So
Beautiful bird.
what a nice
Beautiful
shooting
bird.
shotgun.
And it really is. They're balanced nice. And it's something for, like I keep saying, for the bird hunters that have killed a ton of birds
And I
to go to the next level, you know, raise the bar a little bit.
I couldn't wait till you told me you're bringing these out to shoot and hunt with, and you
They're
know
cool.
I've hunted a lot of birds in my life, but never one with a muzzleloader.
This would be one of your favorite guns.
This will be one of my favorite guns.
Remember what I said earlier about putting the push on the birds to get them off the ground?
Yes! My cameraman, Matt, saw him stick his head up. Basically, all I did was put the push on him, push him to the edge of the cover, and he jumped up. Because these things have just been running like crazy on us today. What a beautiful bird. Look at these tail feathers. And we have definitely been pushed. But here at Wild Extremes, I mean, you put up with the weather. We get out here, we hunt hard. This is hardcore hunting. This is slamming with the crew. And what a beautiful bird. Proud of this bird, man. Come out here with these muzzleloaders. Austin and Halleck sent these out. They're cool. Yeah! How about that one? Yeah! Well, Mike, I can't thank you enough for having us out here again. And this
You
has just
bet.
been an incredible hunt.
You bet.
I mean, and obviously you can't control the weather, but you have some unbelievable ground to hunt out here.
Yeah, unfortunately it's not an indoor sport, so
No!
when you plan a trip, you kind of take the day that is forgiven you. But
Yeah, and this, you know, it's bird hunting. People aren't used to seeing me with a gun in my hand, let alone a muzzleloader. But these Austin and Halleck muzzleloaders have been awesome.
I tell you what, I've had an absolute blast. You know, after you've hunted so much, and I enjoy hunting for my dogs and for myself, and you get an opportunity to do something that's different, and I've had an absolute blast on my rookie day of hunting with the muzzleloader shotgun.
It was the first shot. The first shot you, or the first time you pulled the trigger, you killed a bird.
Yeah.
So you know,
the next few times weren't quite so successful.
well, Mike, I think I will put this one in the bag. Or is it good luck if I just have you put this in my bag?
There
or
you go.
I do it myself. What's the protocol?
It doesn't matter, as long as you poke the feathers out so everybody can see them.
Well, here, put this in my back here, in my game bag, so everybody can see the feathers.
There
I look
you
like
go.
a hunter. There's a couple birds in there.
There you go. Now you're official.
Oh man, well let's call this a day, brother. Thanks again.
You got it.
I want to thank everybody for being along with us today right here on Martin Archery's Wild Extremes and spending another 30 minutes of your day hunting. To find out more about the outfitters we hunt with, or the places we hunt, or more about the television show, just go to wildextremes.tv. You'll find all the information there, and most of it will link you directly to the source. Be sure and be here next week. We'll have more great hunting action coming to you, like always, week after week, right here on Martin Archery's Wild Extremes. Martin Archery's Wild Extremes has been brought to you by Martin Archery. making the most accurate bows for over 50 years. Double Bull Archery, home of the Dark Archer. Volunteer Cabin Rentals and Chateau Berden. Now you have a second home. And also in part by these other great companies, Grim Reaper Broadheads, the Kankakee Marsh Hunt Club, Carbon Tech Arrows, and Kicking Bear One-on-One. Additional products have been provided by these companies.
Man, we got us a monster.
This has been a Wild Serenade production.